Testing, testing. Hi, my name is Rohan Bebe, and today we are going to be talking about democracy. Okay, we're gonna talk why democracy, what is it, and why should we use it. So first, what is the basic definition of democracy? Okay, you could say it's sort of like the rules of India. Of any country, built by the people and works for the people. Okay, so democracy is a way of helping improve the country. So like some good stuff about it is the right to vote leaders, as during in something called elections. In elections, you get to vote for parties, and you cannot make up a law, but the parties can make up a law. So like you can also vote for some minor parties, but most of the time, most people vote for bigger parties like Congress or BJP. Okay, and they also have the freedom of speech. They can also talk willingly about anything, almost something kind of like that. And leaders make new laws, kind of, and make up the new government. Okay, so when there are a lot of people in the world, okay, a lot of people want to get a leader, okay, or at least a group of people acting as leaders, so that way they can follow, so that way they can build a brighter future, such as okay, let's say, right, okay, fine, I'm not talking any sense, but I'll show you what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's just say there's this country, such as maybe ours, okay, and it's being ruled by leaders, by a king, tyrannical king. One day, the king gets overthrown, and now the people have freedom to do what they want to do, right? So they'll make up a government system, and these parties will come in, and whoever gets the most votes, they will be elected. Such as, say you're in a classroom and you're with a bunch of say you're in a classroom and the teacher says to everyone, do you want ice cream or chocolate? And the classroom of 10 people, let's say 5 of them vote, not 5, 6 of them vote for chocolate, 4 of them vote for ice cream. That would mean by democratic rules, chocolate wins, right? And everyone gets chocolate. But there are also tough challenges to democracy, such as conflicts. Okay? That's some of the bad things about democracies. And bigger parties bullying smaller parties as well. Intimidation, stuff like that. Okay, let's put up an example of what I'm trying to say. Okay, meet Tim and Bob. Okay? Tim and Bob are twin brothers, and they want a brand new toy. Okay? They want a brand new toy, and they got this brand new toy. Okay, but they keep on fighting over it. And their dad gets sick of it, so he makes up this rule. Every day Tim owns it. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, Tim owns it. On Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, Bob owns it. So they're like, oh, okay, but what day is it today? And then Bob says, it's Sunday. And who owns Sunday? Dad owns it. All right, because sometimes if the fight or any conflict gets, let's just say, lethal or violent, okay, the government has to take an action, sending in the police to stricten them. But if you want to, accuse of someone or something, that you can go with the judiciary, which is basically if you catch someone doing a crime or whatever, right? You can do this, and you'll go to the courtroom. You'll like say about the stuff, get the evidence, like a lawsuits kind of thing, They'll do that, the judge is there, and the defendant can also speak for, well, not the defendant, the accused can also defend themselves. They can also be defended as well. Okay, and basically democracy, in other words, makes the rules of people, made by the people, and works for the people. The leaders have to follow the rule. The citizens has to follow the rule. Everyone has to obey by the rule, so that way there can be peace in that country and no conflicts can happen. Okay? To make up laws and to follow laws. But there are also some bad stuff about democracy as well. And we're also still trying to improve with it. Okay, let's put up this example. Say you're on an airlane, right? Say you're on an airlane, but we use the power of democracy. We choose who will be the pilot. Pilot number 1 says, pilot number 1, I will fly this aircraft, and I will follow the rules of the sky. Then let's just say pilot number 2 says, I will fly this aircraft, and if you vote for me, I will put you in first class. And do you know who would win? Number 2 would. You know why? Well, because you get something in return, but the pilot doesn't know what they're doing, and chaos happens. Everything crashes down. So you have to be smart and think on who you are electing with. And if the person you voted for did not get elected, too bad. They get disqualified. Okay? And you can just vote for another person next election. And that is basically the main idea of democracy, okay? Democracy, in other words, is built by the people, works for the people, and everyone follows the rules. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.